600 wins in his career. He's really what we would call a local favorite. Recently, a book published about his great career. He's called the Old Master. It's Frankie Schneider.
Hey, Frankie, I'll tell you what. It gives me great pleasure to come up here and interview you. You know, through my childhood days, you know, you gathered up to me to be one of the great favorites in the stands. Everybody loved you. And, you know, I worked for a great guy named Harold Cope, who had the car #1 car. And you guys were the damn fiercest competitors that I probably ever got on the racetrack. And, you know, every time I got with Harold, you know, he says, you know, I got to beat that darn Frankie this week. We got to tweak the motor a little bit, so here's what we got to do. You know, Frankie, tell us about your days in racing, which, you know, hell, you probably won your first championship, as I recall, in the 50s, maybe 52. But tell the fans out there how you gathered up racing and it came to be part of your livelihood.
Well, I was a farmer, that's all. I can't tell you too much about it. Just was I don't know, can't tell you.
Well, you know, Frank, you always ran the signature car #2. I know you drove the 50 car a while. You know, I know when Lou Boyd wrote the Nazareth Paved Track Dirt book out there, you know, you were featured in there in many an article. And of course now your book is out there right now, and I hope all the people out there in the audience make it a point to grab up that book, because you know what? You know, if you don't even want to talk about it today, your whole racing career is involved in that book, and I'll tell you what, it's a masterful piece of work. Frankie, tell the fans out there how you feel about racing, how old you are. I know you just had a birthday?
August 11th.
August 11th, Frank was 83. Hey, Frank out there, 83 years old. How about it? Here's a guy who's given us one hell of a pile of entertainment in his career, and I'll tell you what, it's so great that you guys could all come out there and commemorate a guy like Frankie Schneider today. Got a great display over there. He'll be here signing autographs today. Here is one of the stars who has made it all worthwhile in racing. Give it up again, guys, for Frankie Schneider.
All right. And sitting right next to him, this gentleman, you probably know him more familiar in the 300s that he drove, but he drove a variety of cars. He drove the Luenzio #80. He had a stint with the Cozy brothers. Of course, how about that leopard skin top car, #300? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Bobby Pickell.
Oh, Bobby, you drove many cars, like you said. Which cars do you remember the most, your most favorite rides that you had?
Paul Diesel's. That was the fastest thing I ever drove.
Okay, and when you drove, was Flemington your favorite track, or did you just enjoy racing in general?
Yeah, well, Flemington was my favorite track when I first got started. Then running 3 nights a week, I got to like Nazareth Speedway, Middletown once in a while. And I'll tell you the truth, there wasn't a racetrack that I didn't like. I mean, I'd go anywhere and race. Loved it.
Okay, and probably your most famous car was the car with the leopard skin top on. Can you explain to us a little bit how that came about?
Well, one of my businesses, I had an upholstery business in Flemington. And I had an older fella that was helping me. He was doing most of that because I was doing other things in the shop. I had about 4 or 5 businesses going. And I don't know, one day I said to him, Ralph, why don't you put a leopard skin top on the carpets? And he looked at me and he says, are you sure? I says, yeah. He said, all right. He said, I can get the material. But when he put that leopard skin top on, it looked like it was the real. I mean, it really did. In fact, that car is still around yet today. And it looked just like a regular. I couldn't get over it. The guy was a tremendous worker. He really was. He did a lot of upholstery.
I know we see you a lot these days down by the New Egypt Speedway. How do you compare your racing back when you raced compared to today? Is it completely different, a totally different business nowadays?
I think so. I'll tell you the truth. I think they're running a lot watching them go down the backstretch. I mean, they're flying. My son works right there too. He works on the third turn here on the infield. Stacy, he helps there. But go down here and watch him run. I tell you the truth, I like racing so much. I was thinking about sending my wife on a vacation so I could go back racing for one time. No, she's not here, I don't think.
You still like these shows where you get to meet all the old drivers, the friends that you had years ago, and you get to change stories back and forth and still talk about the old times? Is this still fun for you?
Yeah, definitely. I enjoy it. I think everybody out here in the racing crowd enjoys seeing them talking to each other. It's like a big family. That's what it's like. Racing. Yeah, everybody, if somebody crashed one night, half the guys would go over there and help them get ready so we can get out the feature or something like that. That used to happen, but I don't think it happens too much anymore. If a hot shoe happens to break down in the heat race, well, they'll say, well, he's done, so we'll move on with another one, you know? That's what I think it is.
And back when you raced, was there anybody that you raced with that you could get alongside? You knew they were going to be treating you fair, they weren't going to turn right and put you in the fence? I mean, you could race with them and just feel most comfortable with racing against them?
Yeah, this one guy sitting right next to me. And I don't know any of the hot shoes down here. It was like a family. It was really like a family. Once in a while, you got a smart aleck or somebody came in, but all in all, it was a pleasure running with a certain amount of guys, because I think those are the kind of guys that would say, I want to be a somebody, not a nobody. And that always makes it like Al Tasnetti, the dunker. I mean, I beat it maybe once or twice, but that guy just sat back in that chair, it was an easy chair, and just wiped us out. You know? He was a good guy. Al Tasnetti was the gentleman that raced. He really was, yes.
One final question. When Flemington went from the dirt track to the paved track, did you feel bad you didn't like that, or did you still enjoy the racing when it was a paved track?
I don't care for asphalt. I started out on asphalt.
It's because you like the dirt track racing.
Damn right.
Okay. Thank you, Bob. Good seeing you again.